Hello in TV land. It's your boy Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get cracking. How y'all doing this fine and wonderful and glorious Monday afternoon? I hope it is fine and wonderful and glorious for you as it is for me. Actually, I hope it's even more wonderful and glorious. Not because I'm having a bad day, but because I wish the very best for each and every one of you that takes the time to watch my videos. Which admittedly at this point might only be just one, but hey. Yeah, I'm feeling particularly giddy today. Why is that? Well, nice day at work. Just wrapped up my training session. Feels good to get back in the groove of things. Had a nice shower, nice shave, and fall is just around the corner. And I love fall. Fall is like my favorite season. I mean, it's a close call between fall and winter. Well, really, just winter I like up until Christmas, and then after Christmas it's like, eh. But fall, I like the entire thing. From the days getting shorter, to the air getting brisker, to the colors changing, even, November rains. Love that stuff. Good Guns N' Roses song, by the way. Let's see. So where are we? We enunciate, simile, pronounce. Where are we today? Well, actually, let's recap where I left off yesterday. So, there were 3 things I wanted to do yesterday, of which I only got 2. One was to update my profile shot, which I did. The second, well, let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. Oh, before I do that, let me get me out of the way. Okay. So, first thing was updating my profile shot, which I did, and I'm looking very good in that one, I must say so. And then I moved, instead of having a kind of the top bar and the bottom bar as a frame, and then the content within there, I just always move the bottom bar to the bottom of everything, not in the fixed location. And I had gone through all the pages, except for Hire Me, because I figured Hire Me would be just fine. But as it turns out, it wasn't just fine. So, we look at it now. Now it's fine. But you didn't see what it was before. The issue with before was that Hire Me was using this zoom UI component, which would cause it to zoom into focus. But it would only zoom in to however much height was needed. And before, when I had that bottom bar as fixed, it would automatically fill up the width and the height. Sorry. But now that it's not fixed, it didn't. So I went ahead and added a style to that to make the width 100% and the height 95% as opposed to 100%. And that's because of Chrome. And Chrome is very funny. It doesn't like dealing with height percentages. Height pixels, fine. Height as a viewport, fine. But, I'm sure the documentation is very clear about how it's interpreting these things, and the more minutia oriented, I'd go ahead and dig into it. Except the problem is it could change from version to version, and as much as I am a repository for trivial facts, it's only for trivial facts which are of interest to me. And the differences between Chrome 12.3.5 release candidate blah 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 and blah 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 blah. Whatever. Anyway, it works fine now. And so, what else did I do after that? Okay, so one other thing I did was I pushed down this just a wee bit. I had an adjustment in there before when the bottom bar was there, and it correctly spaced it, but before it wasn't, so that this part was like right up here. I just moved it down by the height of the toolbar. And the third thing that I wanted to do yesterday, which I wasn't able to get on camera, was adding services. So I'm just kind of guessing about these. Let me go ahead and expand this and show a really nifty thing. You're probably saying to yourself, oh, Freelancer Joe, how come these things have these little arrows here, whereas on this page it doesn't? Well, because I am so good and awesome and great and smart, these cards are basically configuration items. They're just things I add into a text file. And if there are more than 3, it automatically places them into a slide, which you can just scroll through. Now, a lot of websites nowadays, static websites, just use HTML5 and CSS, and they'll have like 3 in a row, and then if you resize, they'll string it down to 2 and down. And I mean, it's cool, but I figure, hey, if I got React, I might as well use the React stuff available to me. Now, the only drawback is it's not quite as nice looking as that CSS stuff, because it'll do this. It kind of scrunches them together like that, but it's still kind of cool. I probably want to add padding to that, though. Well, let me see if I can go ahead and add the padding to that right now. Well, I'm going back and forth on this. Content, paper, text container. What does text container have? Padding top. We'll go padding left and right. I'll add padding left. 4 pixels should be enough. Padding right. 4. Let's see what that does. Okay. It didn't do nothing. This was the one I was complaining about. What did you got here? What did you get? No, it added the padding all right. It's just that the text went over it. Inherit, wait. I mean, I don't want to specify the width. I don't think I should have to specify the width. You know, a smart man would simply just change the name, change it to something else, like front end dev slash front end dev. Yeah, because you can see the purple borders around that. That's the padding. So it's overflowing the padding for whatever reason. And it's funny because that guy's fine. Probably because it's an H2. Yeah, whatever. Small thing. Like I said, the minutia, yeah, whatever. And the other thing that was kind of cool that I added was the popover stuff that I had implemented in the Bella stuff. So kind of to explain what these services are. We got description, examples, and how much I would charge for said activities. Now, okay, so we'll go here. So front-end development support, blah, 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 35 bucks an hour. Some ways that could be considered expensive in comparison to my actual current rate right now, which is obscenely overpriced. It's a freaking steal. Same thing for that's front end. This is the back end stuff. And I offer a discount if you want me to do both at once, only $65 an hour. The real question I've got here is the static front end stuff. So the idea is that I have like templates and kind of can pick a template and I'll go ahead and throw it together. Then I just charge a flat rate for that. 500 is a little high, I think. And I might actually want to go with more of, well, especially when you consider what most people will look for in a static site. Now, the advantage of the templates I have, though, is that it's pretty much laying the groundwork for taking advantage of AWS stuff. So what might be a good idea is to just have it as like a loss leader, like how video game console manufacturers like Microsoft or Sony, they sell the hardware at a loss because they're going to make it up on follow-on sales. So if I have a lower entry point for this price point, and then clients then choose to add on stuff later on, so yeah, still in the air on that one. But since nobody's going to visit the site anyway, and I'm not really advertising it, yeah, it's okay for now. And it's all a configuration value, so I can change it anyway later. Alright, but enough of me babbling. Let's try and get something productive done. So, what are we doing? We are going to do. Well, since I already have that AWS Lambda and API gateway going, let's go ahead and add in the contact component. So we gonna copy this. This is from the well, first we'll have to stop this because Webpack isn't going to pick up the new file, I don't think. Copy, and now we will just paste it into the correct locate. It's template v2, not template Freelancer v2. Source, JS, components, presentational. Yes. All right. And let's see, there it is. So let's see what we need here. Home icon, route keys, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. So it looks like everything is all pretty much self-contained. Fair enough. Now let's see how I reference it. Let's again go back to where I used it before. Captain cut and paste at its finest. Container, view, contact. So here is, I don't know where I use this, to be honest. So this is going to go in this contact view. I'm going to throw in the hire me view. I believe that makes sense, right? And 1, 2, 3. I don't pass nothing into it. Interesting. That means I'm probably going to have to wire it up. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw in this divider too. Div zoom cont. Ooh, that's a good point. So the problem is now that the content paper is the one that has the bar. So it's going to do the content and then the bar. So if I add the contact form after the content paper, the contact form is going to appear below the bar. So that's no good. But if I throw it into the content paper is used by everything else. Dilemma. Alright. Let your boy Freelancer Joe. Contact form equals is resilient if anything. If CFG content dot contact form. Nope. Oh, nerds. Yeah, fine. I can clean it up later. What am I doing? Okay, so I'm creating a contact form div. Alright, fine. And contact form container. We'll call it container. And by default, it's just going to be an empty div, so it'll just won't even render. Alright, it will render, but it'll be an empty thing. And if our content, our configuration content has a flag set, then we are going to go ahead and make it be a div containing the content form. I don't think I'm going to be able to wire it up. Not within the time for the video, but hey, let's at least get it going. Get it going. I might be able to wire it up. No, probably not. There'll be callbacks and stuff. So this is the card container, and yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. We're all added here. If I don't like it, then I just move it. Duh. Alright, so if that flag is set, then we create a contact form, add it in there. That looks good, but of course I still need to import the contact form because I imported it in the other one. However, the path is going to change because this is in a different folder. Actually, it's in the same one. And now the other thing, however, is that I need to actually add this flag. So all the contents I make, social, personal, right? Contact form, false. Because we're not adding it to the about me. This is where I define all my services. The plus side doing it this way, I could add it. I could have it on each page if I really wanted to. Oh, you know what? One other thing I didn't show. Oh, I'll show it next. Hire me. Well, if that comes up. One other thing I did add was I actually added the Bellow Music School to my client page. Granted, it's still a link to their old site, but I'm not saying I'll be surprised if it comes up, but I'll be surprised if it comes up. I'm surprised. Alright, so let's see. Splash page wasn't changed, that's fine. About me. Okay, so that still renders, that's fine. Hire me. Alright, that didn't come up. Which, if I had to guess, means... Oh, really? Let's take a look at this. Oh, that's interesting. No, it's contact view. That's not what I'm interested in. Components, presentational. Why am I can just look at contact form. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? It's basically complaining. Oh, you know what? I bet you. Okay. I don't specify a contact form type. Right. Okay. So in the configuration item for who is this? Yeah, this is visual templates. Where's JS? UI template visual. There we go. So I configure. Where is it? Where is it? Huh. Where is it? Secondary headline, contact, unlabeled, no. I'm trying to figure out where I configure the contact thing. I configure the contact form. Tell it whether or not to use the simple or here. Here we go. Form type simple. Is that all it's looking for? Yeah, that's really all it's looking for. We got contact form type. Contact form type. Form type. Form type. Yeah, that's all it's looking for. Where to put it? Where to put it? I guess I'll put it here. Contact, which is JSON, and form type, which is symbol. Not entirely sure I'm happy with having it set up like that. Alright, and there we go. It's there. And yet, so the background, it's probably using, what is it using for style? Background, background, background. I'll be damned. I'm not sure what color it's using. Nope, not you, not... Okay, so... set of cards. Okay, because I do not have a style set for this guy. Yeesh. Well, it's odd though. Why this guy still must inherit? No, it doesn't seem like it inherits anything. It's part of the paper, isn't it? Yeah, it's... Wait, where is the second It looks like I have not div, not div. Okay, that's good. Wait, no. Who is this div for? Do I have another div? Oh, that's, yeah, I do. No, I don't. I have an extraneous div coming in from somewhere. Div, 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 div. It looks like I have an extraneous div. See, I mean, that matches up. Or is this guy? No, I guess this. Okay, no. I'm misreading it. Sorry. Oh, this is taking longer than I thought. Maybe I shouldn't have spent so much time talking. Alright. So I think the problem here. Well, aside from that, I'm trying to figure out how somebody's set in the background. And I want to figure out who's setting the background. Okay, yeah, the paper route. Background color is that. So it should be inherited down to this bit, right here. Background color, inherit. Nope. White. What? White. Yeah, it's almost as if it's not appearing within the zoom. Now I wonder what happens. And just bear with me. If I opt to put it before the cards. I wonder if it's that slide that's messing it up. That's not a slide. Am I specifying the height on this thing? What an interesting question. I might be. Well, sometimes cut and paste doesn't work quite as well as you kind of hope it to. Oh well. So I am just about out of time, though, unfortunately. Failure. Ugh. Ugh. I'm sorry to let you all down like this. It happens. I'm going to keep cracking on this, and I thank you for joining me. If you chose to join me and stuck with me until the end, we will pick this up tomorrow, probably. It depends how far I get today. If not, maybe my client will get back to me, and I'll continue working on that. And if they don't, well, then I can either keep doing this, or I might actually go back and work on my portfolio again with some of the templates. But in the meantime, thanks for joining me. I hope you take care, and God bless.